For many people out there, social media platforms are a tool for social interactions and networking. Whilst for some, social media platforms have been used as a tool to just make ends meet. Unfortunately for some, these social media platforms have been used as a tool to perpetrate hate speech, cyberbullying, and cyber harassment. These trends have negatively affected women, the youth, and other marginalized groups to fully expose or express their potential to participate, especially in issues to do with governance and politics. This has prompted the Levi-Mwanawasa Regional Center for Democracy and Good Governance to bring together journalists, researchers, social media influencers, and other stakeholders from 4 different countries, among them Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya, to a regional technical workshop to compile lexicons for detection, monitoring, and mitigation of gendered hate speech in the Great Lakes region. Ms. Flaviana Charles is the Director on Gender at the headquarters of the International Conference on the Great Lakes region in Burundi, and explains the importance of bringing these stakeholders together in Nairobi, Kenya.
Many of us have witnessed women, youth, and ethnic minorities that are disproportionately targeted by online harassment and violence. It should be noted that gendered hate speech actually do not exist in vacuum. It is often intertwined with the ethnic, religious, and political incitement, exploiting historical grievances and social tensions. Digital harassment and humanizing language online often escalate into offline attacks, increasing the vulnerability of women and girls and undermining efforts of reconciliation. Moreover, women are subjected to threats and violent abuse online. Their voices are silenced in the public spheres. They may self-censor or withdraw from civic space, fearing for their safety. This is a direct loss of our society and self-esteem among the women and the youth. Hate speech against women undermines the global women, peace and security agenda as per Resolution 1325, which actually entails 4 pillars: prevention, participation, protection, and relief and recovery. As we embark on this intensive work in the next 3 days, I urge you all to approach it with a passion and a pragmatism. We are creating one of the first regional lexicons of gendered hate speech, a template for other regions to follow. So we're creating a model that other regions, other groups are going to follow. So let's embark on this process together and with the energy and the effort of coming up with something that will eradicate the hate speech.
And Levi-Mwanawasa Regional Center for Democracy and Good Governance Director, Dr. Jean-Paul Kimonyo, has emphasized that his organization has got higher expectations from the participants of this technical workshop, adding that hate speech had become an important feature in conflicts among African countries.
And one thing that we notice now is that hate speech has become an important feature of conflict in the region. I can name different countries, but different conflict in the region. But each time, now more and more, hate speech become an important element in the conflict. Not only in the conflict or during the conflict, but also a precursor of conflict. But also a very important tool for mobilizing the protagonists in the conflict. And in one of the most maybe disturbing way, by mobilizing civilians, armed group against civilians. Structured armies or structured militia don't really need hate speech on social media. And often they are not mobilized by hate speech on social media. But civilians, killing civilians, or armed group, or member of armed group, hammering civilians, often are mobilized by hate speech. That's one thing. Another thing also, hate speech is not also the preserve of conflict of countries in conflict. It has become also a feature of our daily lives, especially when you talk about conflict against women. A lot of frustration that exists in our societies, but not only our societies in the Great region or in Africa, even in other there is a backlash against the empowerment of women. And this backlash against empowerment of women expresses itself a lot by hate speech against women, especially on social media. And this is a daily feature now of our society. Third element also that show the importance of hate speech and hate speech against women on social media is election periods. Election periods also are more and more disturbed by hate speech, and hate speech has become, again, a feature of our democratic lives. So hate speech is important, and that's why we are happy also to have here you coming from different countries of the Great Lake region. So to try to affront this challenge of having an efficient system to monitor and combat hate speech, we have tried to gather a number of resources. Among them, first, you, practitioners and experts on hate speech in the region, that's one. Second, a number of Kenyan colleagues that are quite advanced in the field of monitoring and combating hate speech on social media. And then third, having also a technical partnership with a state-of-the-art service provider, which is Ipsos. So these three elements, I think, the goodwill and the dedication of all of us, I think should help us to have a good results at the end of these 3 days.
With advancements in technology and AI tools being used to perpetrate hate speech, cyberbullying, and cyber harassment on various social media platforms, it is the hope of the organizers of this event and the participants thereof that whatever works they're going to do now is that is going to help curb cyberbullying, cyber harassment, and hate speech on various social media platforms. My name is Kazungo Emmanuel Ndeya, also known as Kendumbo, reporting in Nairobi, Kenya, and will keep you posted for the next 3 days with what is happening here.